Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with a double upload. Yes, at 4 or 5 in the morning, I actually uploaded a OTS reveal for OTS 26. I love Konami when they drop news in like the middle of the morning. I absolutely love it. So if you guys want to see what's in OTS 26, go check out my video. But one of them was Ulti Phantom of Yubel. Now we have a lot of cards to go over this Mark Watch, but before that, I unfortunately, not the last stream, but the one before, pulled a ultimate rare Exodia head, as you see right over here. And I am sick and tired of getting that ulti in some way, shape, or form. So I decided, hey, let me give back to you guys. We're doing a giveaway here. If you guys want to win a ultimate rare Exodia, all you have to do is smash that like button, be subscribed, and hey, why wouldn't you want to be subscribed to this awesome channel anyway, right? And let me know in the comment section below either what cards I'm going over next, Mark Watch, or what do you think of OTS 26 overall? Is your card you want to get from there? You could tell me, you know, what your overall thoughts 1 out of 10 is, what you hate, what you dislike. If it's about OTS 26, I will, you know, include it as an entry in the giveaway, and I will announce in the community tab in a week and a half to 2.5 weeks, as I always do. That's all you gotta do to win the Exodia head. US, Canada only, will be pinned in the comment section as well. Also, if you guys want to check out my sponsors like TCG Player, buy anything on TCG Player, not just Yu-Gi-Oh, anything, use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel, so no additional cost to you. Also, check out Whatnot. Use code my link. Hey, $15 off your next purchase. And they have Yu-Gi-Oh, they have other card games as well, and just other cool stuff in general. So you really should check them out. I actually buy stuff from there all the time as well. I love that website, and I'll be selling there soon. So Phantom of Yubel here. These are $27 to $28, go up to $30. In my video, I talked about this card being $38.40, seeing it drop to like $25.30 and calling it a day. I don't think that that Yubel just in general without Fiendsmith is a big money core. Like, it's quite cheap actually. You're looking at a lot of dollar stuff that just piles on top, really, and I don't think that's too bad. Promethean Princess. Now, this card has been going up. They are 25, going up to about 30s here for near mint. In fact, let's just put near mint as a filter on. Yeah, 30 listings, 25, $30 here. I don't know why this card's going up, since we have this confirmed in Bonanza, and not like recently, we've always had it. But then I guess maybe people forget that it's in Bonanza, because similar to OTS, we get an ulti revealed like months before. Like OTS 26 got low revealed, what, 2.5, 3 months ago, and I was like, huh, okay, and people just forget that Konami gives this to us. So I feel like the very first things Konami reveals, if it's really early, people are just gonna forget. I think that's why Promethean Princess is going up, because this card is getting reprinted in like a month and a week, right? As like super ultra secret plat whatever, right? Not QC though, and we actually have those up today. Now, I've actually talked about Promethean Princess QCs being a really good card to grab, because not only is this a waifu card, but people, you know, all love this card because it's good in fire. And even if they hurt fire, unless they're banning this card, it's always going to be a very good card, right? Very good interruption, all that. Right now, they're about 123, going up to 170 here. They were around 100, 104, really, 105, and then like 110. So they are quickly going up here, and I'm not really shocked too much of that at all. And the sales history here is 115, yeah, 110. So it is getting bought out like every, you know, so often. Like, the purchase history is here. I think a lot of people also think that this is still like 250, 300, which I wouldn't surprise them, because this card is still really too low. Ash Blossom. Now, these are 140, 150, 165. Now, it's really funny because in my video yesterday, a lot of people were saying, hey, can we just get ulti Ash Blossom? And I find it hilarious that people in the year 2024 still want it. Now, I'm not shaming those people, because I'm also one of those people. But I do find it funny, because if I see ulti Ash Blossom, like, they're going to make this a QC probably too. Like, they're going to give us the feed Ash, right? Or since this already has a Starlight / QC, usually they don't give cards that have a Starlight / QC in ulti. So I actually think that, unfortunately, Ash Blossom won't get ulti. But it would be cool, because people just like it. Like, even the OTS ulti foiling with it, some people like it, and people just want their cards in actual ulti, not prismatic ultimate, right? Not at all, right? Although the European prismatic ultis look better, but I guess everything looks better European, right? And vice versa. They love NA cards just as much as we love Euro. But I would still love to see an ulti of Ash. I just don't really, unfortunately, think it's going to happen. But I think we're getting like, the QC alt art in Bonanza. I don't see why not. Which, you guys want a video on that, by the way? I'll be making one. And it'll be up probably Tuesday or something. Angelica, Princess of Noble Arms, QC here. These are $17, $20. Now, I'm only going over this card because we've gone over this card a lot, because this is one of my favorite looking cards that they've made QC in like a hot minute. In like the last, say, about year and like a few months, maybe 2-3 months. Like, I remember seeing this card at 40s, 60s, 80s, and I was like, wow, this is definitely a card that I'm going to get eventually just to shove in a binder because I just love it. And it's cheap. This is a very good price to actually grab it at, and I absolutely love it. Does go up to 40 on the next page, but I don't think this card's going to go up anytime soon unless noble, just noble arms in general start getting actual good support here. Because the issue about it is, like, the first time they were meta, they got their smoke grenade taken away and all this other stuff. Then they became meta again, and then they got e-sold and something else taken away. Oh, the Hulk hit really hurt as well. So this deck is, believe it or not, still good. It's gotten a top at a regional. I actually know the duelist personally, believe it or not. I think he got 25th at the regional, and this was like at the beginning of this format with this deck. So like, that's pretty impressive, all things considered. Titanio. This is another Flower Princess card that I want to go over now. 7 for your unlimiteds here. About $9, $10. Okay, that's fully fine. We saw where those settled. The first eds are like 13 here for light play. 17 to 20, 25. We saw the OGs around 20-ish something when it got bought out. And it's been a few months. And, first eds of Crossroads of Chaos are still hard to get. $13 here. Now, remember, Crossroads of Chaos, Stardust Overdrive, and there's one more set. I think it's Absolute Power Force. I might be wrong on that third one. So if someone wants to cross-reference me here, that'd be great. They don't have first edition boxes. The only way to get first edition is in the packs. So that come from the tins. I should have finished my sentence. Yeah, we used to have tins that came with packs. That's actually how they used to do tins for a very long time. Some people don't know that, but they used to just, for our yearly tins, give us 5 packs of whatever they decide, and then give us like 5-6 guaranteed promos. So like pod duality, right? Oh, cool. So I'll buy 3 tins, I'll get packs. Great, right? And it was actually a very cool way of reprinting, because they'd always have like the cards that were 80 to 100 guaranteed, and I really honestly like that. Like, I know a lot of people love, oh, they're reprinting this now, they're reprinting that now, right? And we still had like reprint sets where, hey, they put, like 2014, I believe, where they put a lot of the cards from the recent core sets in tins, but they still had guaranteed promos of like really expensive cards, and I loved it a lot. But yeah, 13 for this, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Ultis now. 35 for a near mint is actually really good for an unlimited, especially with an old card like this. 37.45, very good. Now, what are first sets? I know they're not going to be good. There's like 165, 170. Nah, I'm good. I get the unlimited. Molcharmi Folaris here is 117 right here, but we have a new wall here. 22 at 116 plus that young 225 shipping. So they're trying to move these because I think they think it's going to be $100. And again, I see it being, by the way, it's a winged beast. I actually never saw its typing at all. That's kind of funny. But the card is definitely something that's going to hover around 100, 110. That's what I've said. I don't think it's going to hover around 150. And I've told people not to get the pre-sale quite a bit on this. And even right now, look, you got this wall here. I really would see what they are like later tonight / Friday, because the pre-sales, people are going to start like hitting at like 12. When the clock strikes 12, it's like Cinderella and her boot, right? Or shoe. It's gonna, you're gonna see all of the other people who are able to list, because on TCG Player, you're not actually able to list cards, for pre-sale if you don't have, I think, like a brick and mortar or something. Like, I have a store, if you guys did not know, and I'm not allowed to list until 12. Now, granted, you could list and then your inventory for those cards will go live at 12, I believe. If I'm incorrect, I'm incorrect, but yeah, that's why you see a lot of people like list on Friday. Dominus Impulse. Now, this card is way too cheap. People are being really, really stupid with this. You can activate the effects of light, earth, and wind monsters for the rest of the duel, which is like, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, the light sucks, sure, but their decks are actually completely unaffected by this. Or like almost, right? Like they'll have extra decks shut off, right? Like, you know, if you have like a deck that's dark and you have no, you'll be good. You'll be good. But 37, way too cheap for this card. Way too cheap. And I believe since it says for the rest of the duel, the good news about this is if you have like Polaris, I believe you could like Polaris, and then if you Dominus Impulse afterwards, you're fine. If I'm wrong about that ruling, someone please let me know. But still, it's an amazing card. 36 is way too cheap. If people want to be dumb on this card, that's fine. Now, Deception is looking like the better secret. 45.50s here, going up to $60. Yeah, these are selling like hotcakes here. 13 listings, quite a bit. I mean, the card's great. So, Imseti. Now, someone said QCs were 90. Yeah, I see one here for 90, which is good, and then 100, and then 100, 105. So, we're gonna say roughly they're about 100, right? Because you know, with tax and everything, you got one here for 90 here. Even 110 is very good for QCM SETI. I think this card has been as low as 90 before, but it's never been lower. You've got the secret rares here from Age of Overlord being like 26, 28, and then you have the reprints being 20, so there's at least a difference between OG and reprint. But QC at 90 is not bad at all, especially if you get a deal. Like if someone wants to get rid of these at like 80 a piece, especially, very, very good. I think that's good to grab. Pressured Planet Race Off. Now, this QC was bought. It had like 2 listings. Someone actually told me right after Monday's Market Watch. I was like, wow, this is great. A couple people actually told me. Now they're $23, $27, $30 here. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you here. Kashtira is still a great deck. Like, I understand how bad the game is right now, but I'm telling you, if they fix the problems, Cash is back to being a tier 1 deck by far. This deck never really truly fell off. You will win by shotgunning Shifter. That's just going to happen. If you have Shift and shotgun it, your chances of winning go to like 75%. It's pretty insane. And the deck's still good. You could pluck shit out of the extra deck. Like, oh, okay, you know what? Promethean Princess, I don't want to deal with that card. Bop. Or like any other problematic card, like you see a Baguska and you're like, you know what, that's gonna be a little hard to deal with. Bop, it's good, right? Like this deck is amazing still. Like this is it's always good to have Kashtira. Like it's never bad. It's never a bad option, right? This might be coming in a way like I'm saying, kind of the new what the side deck card. It flew in the way that just sticks around forever. Definitely a deck you're gonna want to look at. Then you have the Plats. They're like $2 here. Kashtira. So now I was watching House of Champs, and he was going over this card, and there's $6, while the OG was now $8. But when he went over it, no joke, I wish I could see the sales history here. Yeah, they were like $4 or $5, something like that. And they were just like cheaper for the OGs, and I was like, how is this possible? Like, just not another financial literacy moment. But yeah, these were cheaper than these, which is just insane to me. Absolutely. Then you have, I had Swordsoul here, but I actually plucked it all out. So we have Swordsoul support, and it's really good. It has more interactivity, but it doesn't have the negate that it needs. A lot of people were like, we just need a negate. We need it, we need it, we need it. And I fully agree. You need a negate for some of these crucial cards. And without it, it's kind of like, to play Swordsoul right now, yeah, you still have Protos and all the other stuff, but I feel like maybe your negate is just going to come out of like hand traps, and you're just going to have to play an interactive deck with Swordsoul, and you're just going to have to understand that's how you have to play it. I still think this deck could be worth revisiting, especially if we get Baron, but back, which hopefully we don't. I actually like Baron banned. When I saw a card banned, I was like, you know what? I know that the reason they're banning it might not be good, but they're still banning it, so I'm happy. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying Baron should be banned. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section below, but you know what? I just hated that card because we had all these decks ending on the same end board, like constantly, like every deck, and I hated it. But right now, your secrets are like 15, 16, $17 here. Believe it or not, that's a secret by me. Going up to $30 here, so okay. You know, I'm not shocked. I go up to like, again, 30, 35. There's not many of these on the market. And Moye is always a card that's still not super accessible. I mean, we got the Ultras, but these are like $6.70, $8, 10, right? Yeah, $10 here. You might as well just get the secret. At like, what were they, like 12s? at like 16. It's a little bit better than getting the Ultra here, but they're worth money. So if you have these and you want to get rid of them, I mean, I'd get rid of the Ultras. I kind of keep the Secrets till like 30. Emergents here are, let's see here. For OGs, near mint light plays, he actually went up 4 or 5. Now they're going up to about $8. These people don't realize that Swordsoul actually went down to like $2 or $3 of about $3 for their copies. Now they're actually going back up about $10 here. People want to pick back the deck up. The new support's really cool. You have the reprints here, and these are about $5 here. Honestly, if you don't care about rarity and you just want to get the cheaper one, then it doesn't really matter which one you get. I'm not gonna say get the OG over this one for $3 because if they ever make a secret rare, that's like you know what I mean. Plus it's Swordsoul, right? I think that I would just try to find whoever has a core and get a deal, try to get a deal on it, try to get a good price, and just call it a day with whatever versions they have. Secrets are $4 for your Chijiaos. This card's still pretty good. Like, people don't realize that this is a pretty good negate. Like, you turn one other effect monster on the field, negate its effects. So it has to be on the field, unfortunately, and you have to target it. So this isn't as good of a negate as people think it is, but it still is a negate. And it's the best thing they have to a negate. It goes up to $5. You do have a wall here of 17, but this card is definitely a card that could like slowly creep to like $10. I've talked about this card before too, so next page does go up to about like say $8. So then you have these Starlight rares. I actually own one of these. They're about 71 here, going up to about 110. Yeah, about 110 here. I have one of these because I actually just love the artwork a lot. And this card was always like 200 something, so it went down to 100. I think I got mine for, I believe it or not, I think I got mine for 75. I said, you know what? Because we want to get rid of him like 75%. And then he agreed. 143 does go up. Do I think this card's going to sell at the $200 mark? Absolutely not. Can it sell the 160s? It's hard to tell. It's really hard. I mean, this card has to be good in something else in Swordsoul. Iris, you got the QCs. These are going up 5, $8, 9. This card's kind of hard to use though, so I'm not upset if players don't want to play this card if it's hard to use. Starlight rares though, these are 35, going up to like 37. Apparently, I mean, they're selling here. Usually at this cheap of a price, I would say go get the Starlight, which you still can, right? It's not like bad. But honestly, if you just want to get what like these for like cheap and not worry about it, like yeah, $100 for a play, like let's say 150 is really cheap for a playset of Starlights. But if you don't want to spend that money or invest that much in the game right now, and you're like, you know what, I get the QCs for like 5s, and the QCs could go up, I could just get rid of them probably easier. It's completely fine to get this or both, really, because if you do want to like get both, I mean, you're looking at like instead of $105, you're looking at 120. So if you could get both, really. Also, if you guys haven't hit that like button, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe. You guys, plus there's the giveaway, so it's free. To enter. So go enter. Chengyan 6, 8, 9, $10 here. So this card for OGs are going up. This card has actually exceeded Swordsoul though, and I'm tired of pretending it doesn't. I'm actually shocked it's not worth more money. Granted, it's only players only need one copy, but these are always like money for the OGs, and the Mavens are also 5. This card was pretty accessible though. I believe it was very easy to pull. It was not short printed. So maybe that's also why, like, they actually, unironically, Konami printed a card that should be closer to bulk as bulk. And because if this card was shorted, there's no way it's $5. White Forest, so they did get more support. They got a really cool new one that, like, reveals the special, and I kind of like that. $80 here for your LZ QCs. I do love this. LZ's QCs are 75. I'm telling you this right now. Better get the white ones than the red ones. 50 for your Silveras. Girls 55. She's like 37. After playing the deck, I still need to practice this a lot, but I've realized that this is one of the, and these two are the broken cards. This is kind of whatever. Which sucks because I love the artwork so much. I really wish it was good. I really do. It's not even that it's bad, right? Like $38, right? It gives you a card to make, right? And it helps, like, it like protects the board, right? Gives off your illusion spellcaster synchros 500, so it's like 2500 really. So it's not bad, not bad at all, and it adds, right? So it's not terrible. In fact, there's a card I want to look up real quick. I'm probably dumb here, but okay. So technically, you could search Jaugen. All right, that's cute. Shit, maybe I want to make a build of searching Jaugen. It'd probably be really bad. These are like 35, 38. You have the LZs. These are like 27. So these actually are calming down. IP here. Want to go over this card? You have the OG Starlights at like 350. Honestly, people have talked about this card getting banned or not. I personally don't care. This card was like 800 to 1,000. Now it's like 350. If this card got banned, imagine how much lower it could go. Like 250. I'd probably get it for 250. You've got the quarter century ones. Ooh. 75. Nothing. I mean, people prefer the bike, though, so I don't blame them. 38. 38 for the bike's not bad. Plats are like 7. Then you have Masquerade. I just want to give a shout out to this card because it helped me move into my own place because I got ultras and they were very, very nice to get. I got ultras at like dollars and they went up to like 40. And I got a lot of ultras, let's just say that. And I was really happy. 4 or $5 for your QCs here. Can this card go up over time? It possibly could, but that's like a lot of listings. And like, you know that like as you go through, there's going to be someone with like 80 copies of this. Yeah, 164. There we go. Gamer's Choice coming through with the walls like always. Brain Control for the last card of the day here. Ultis are for damage or even 105. Mods are like 160, 180. And then light plates are 250, 275 with near miss going to 341. I actually have a mod play, but it's super nice because of the back. It's really cool. And then it has like this really bad like dents, but it's really hard to see. And the front is like very clean. It kind of sucks how it's mod. Really does. Brain Control secrets are $17 for your unlimiteds. It's not bad. It's actually really good. Like the secret from Legendary Collection looks really nice. First eds are like 20, 35, 40. Could this card be in Bonanza as like a legacy pick? It could, but I think they're going to focus on some other stuff. Like I think they're really going to focus more on Edison for old school, and then maybe give us like Blackluster Soldier for like GOAT. Maybe Magician of Faith. I don't think they're going to get Brain Control, but it actually would be very cool to see Brain Control. But the problem is that it's also the new errata. So like, so if you want like a cheap, nice looking copy, the text isn't going to be right. And personally, that's going to bother me. So I actually don't want to see it in Bonanza. If it's in Bonanza, I think it's a bad slot. I don't know. I think we have like commons of this for GOAT, don't we? I mean, yeah, like we have ultras at 6. Yeah, we have tons of commons, but they're like lower on listings actually. I mean, we'll need to repair this eventually. I just don't want to see a Bonanza. Like to keep it a buck with y'all. Yeah, we have from Rage of Ra. No, we have like 15. No, we don't need this card. We have this copy too. No. We absolutely do not need this card reprinted. So we're very good. With that being said, guys, enter the giveaway. It's free. Leave a like, subscribe, and then like comment down below what you think of OTS 26 or what cards I'm going over next Market Watch. And I will choose a winner in a week and a half to 2.5 weeks. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.